As a student studying psychology, I'm interested in brain development and how children learn and grow. Today, I'm here to talk about adolescence in the teenage age group, middle and high school, and how playing sports interacts with their academic performance. There's a debate on whether students perform better or worse in school when involved with sports and extracurricular activities. Within this debate is the question on whether students should have to maintain a 3.0 GPA to be eligible to participate. I believe students perform better in school when they are involved in sports and activities, but they should be required to maintain a 3.0 GPA to be eligible, and this is why. A study done at Penn State University found that students who played a sport and had extracurricular activities had better grades and test scores. Another study done by the Los Angeles Unified School District provided a strong correlation between a student's participation in school sports and good grades, as well as higher test scores and overall performance in the classroom. The athletes in this study attended school an average of 21 more days, and some had a GPA of 0.55 to 0.74 points higher than non-athletes. According to Livestrong.com, playing sports leads to a motivation to perform better in school and stay eligible. Most sports require students to maintain eligibility to participate in games, so if a student's GPA falls, they would face consequences and may be ineligible to play in the game. This can be very upsetting to students because the reason they play the sport is to play the game. So staying on top of schoolwork and studying becomes a priority to stay eligible. I know this to be true because I was an athlete in middle and high school. The first year I was eligible to play sports in school, I did, beginning in 8th grade. So for 8th and 9th grade, I played soccer in the spring. Beginning in 10th grade, I picked up cross country in the fall, indoor track in the winter, and continued with soccer in the spring. I participated in all 3 sports until I graduated. Staying busy allowed me to release energy from sitting in classes all day and gave me a focus that aided in my schoolwork and grades. Middle and high school students sit in classes from 8 or 9 a.m. until about 2 or 3 p.m., with only about a 30-minute to an hour break for lunch to unwind. The PE classes provided allow students to release some energy, but not enough to make a major difference, because students aren't always interested in what's being taught. In their core classes, they're drilled on mathematical theories, events in history, elements in the periodic table, and how to form a proper sentence. By the time the day is over, the last thing they want to do is go home and sit down to complete homework. By participating in sports and activities, they have a break to change focus, release energy, and do something they enjoy in between school and home, which makes a huge difference. However, these activities require commitment, including practices, meetings, games, performances, and so on. So students must set aside a time to make this commitment, which can interfere with schoolwork and academic performance. After their practices and games, sometimes they're tired, and the only motivation they have to study or do homework is keeping up their grades to stay eligible. So meeting the 3.0 GPA standard can be challenging or stressful at times, but overall more beneficial to students. In the end, colleges and professional teams also look at GPA and take that into consideration when offering scholarships and positions. So it's beneficial to the student in more ways than one and should be required for eligibility. I believe to be eligible to participate in any of these activities, sports, clubs, ROTC, etc., students should be required to have a 3.0 GPA before tryouts or signups and maintain that GPA throughout the duration of the season or school year. Thank you so much for listening.